The bus driver's ledger. I grew up in a tiny town in Montana where sports were the only way out. I was the star runner on the track team, but I was poor. My shoes were falling apart, and I often skipped team meals because I didn't have the $5 for the post-meet diner trips. Our bus driver was an old, grumpy veteran named Silas. He never spoke, never smiled, and would bark at us if we left a single gum wrapper on his bus. Everyone called him Salty Silas. One night after a cold away meet, I was the last one on the bus. Silas handed me a heavy insulated bag. Leftovers from the cafeteria. He grunted. "Eat it or it goes in the trash." That bag became my lifeline for 3 years. Silas drove me to every meet for 4 years. When I finally graduated and got a partial scholarship to a big university, Silas just nodded at me and drove away. I didn't see him again for a decade. Last month, I got a call saying Silas had passed away. He had no family, and as the only person who ever shared his bus consistently, I was asked to help clear out his small trailer. I expected to find old newspapers. Instead, I found a stack of meticulous ledgers. For 40 years, Silas had been keeping a record of every student who rode his bus. But it wasn't a list of names, it was a list of needs. Under my name, Silas had written, "New balance size 11. Anonymous donation." I realized then that the anonymous donor who had sent new cleats to the school for me wasn't a charity. It was the bus driver. The ledger showed he had spent half his meager salary every month for 40 years buying coats, shoes, and meals for his kids, all while pretending to be grumpy, so no one would thank him. In the back of the ledger was a check for $20,000 made out to the high school track program, with a note, "For the kid who thinks they can't afford to run." Silas didn't just drive us to games, he drove us toward our futures. I used my own money to name the new stadium after him. He's not Salty Silas anymore. He's the town's hero. Watch out for the quiet ones. They're usually the ones holding the world up.